go to the winner.
I'm Mike McCoy.
The big moment is just about to happen. We're just a few seconds away from the arrival of the St. Jude runners. By now, I think you know the story. They come from Memphis. They come from all over central Illinois. They are running from LaSalle, Peru, and Springfield, and Galesburg, and Bloomington Normal, and Lincoln, and Canton, and also a tri-county run. Now, just like everything else that you're going to see tonight, this run, the end of the run, is really a tribute to the kids of St. Jude and also the family. But as you see the runners coming, it's also a tribute to all of these people. These people who run from Memphis, for instance, have to raise $1,500 first, then go out and run for 3 days, whatever the weather. And here they come, as we mentioned, from all over Illinois and central Illinois, the St. Jude runners coming in. Maybe you can hear a little bit of the crowd now as they get ready to round the corner and come on in here. The St. Jude runners just a few years ago, 1990 to be exact, $1 million raised just by the runners. Every year that number seems to be going up, and now you can see them getting ready to round Peoria City Hall and come on in for the victory lap.
Go out here.
There you get the picture. The St. Jude runners have arrived. We are going to talk with a man who's probably become the godfather of the St. Jude run, Mike McCoy.
Mike.
Weather was great again. Must have been easy, right?
No. The weather was fine except for Thursday night. Thursday night was tough. A lot of rain, but it was good. It was cooler than it's been in the past.
Anything different about this run from previous years?
No, it's still hard. It's still 485 miles, and no, nothing different.
And you still have more and more people who want to join you.
That's exactly right. This is a great, there's no better cause in the world. This is absolutely the best reason to do anything.
Let me ask you about one other thing. One thing that is different about this summer, as you and these other runners, we mentioned as you were coming in, some of you have to raise $1,500 before you even hit the road and then give of your bodies. At the same time this summer, we've had people in the Midwest hurt by floods. There are a lot of people competing for the dollars of people. Has that worked against you this summer at all?
Well, I think that we see that the donations are down a little bit, but the number of runners is down a little bit too. I think for the average number of runners, probably per runner, it might be up. But I think it had a little bit of effect. But you know, when people realize what the St. Jude Midwest affiliate does in this area, and they're just a giving community, and we're so fortunate to have the affiliate, and people realize that, and they really donate to the runners.
Okay, we're going to let you get to your loved ones in just a second. I just want you to tell everybody out there and give them one pitch so we can get this thing going, because we need your money tonight.
We really need the money. All these people ran a lot of miles for everybody, and we really want them to call in and make the phones ring till 12:30. We really appreciate it.
All right, great job. Get some rest.
Thank you.
Mike McCoy with the St. Jude runners. Well, as you can see all around me here, they are home. We are going to go back inside, get those phones ringing. The runners will be inside. We'll see how much loot they came up with a little bit later in the show. Now back to you inside.
Thanks, Mike. And one of the row has rung, and now we can finally go to Jim with some more check presentations. Mayor?
All right. Thank you, Ann. Thank you very much. And one of the, obviously, the big moments of the entire 6 hours is how much money every year that the runners from Memphis to Peoria raise, in addition to all of the runs from around the area. In order to make a run like this successful, you need a major corporate sponsor. Mike Steinberg and Shearson Lehman Brothers have been that for, I don't know, 6 or 7 years or more. But Michael, thank you up front. You want to say a little thank you quick?
I just think it's a fun thing to do. It's a neat thing to watch happen. These runners are a very, very special kind of people, and Shearson is proud to be a small part of it. We're going to continue with it, too.
Great, and I wish you'd have been in Memphis with us on Wednesday, and it was a thrilling day. All right, now move over here. Let's talk to the guys. All right, there, Mr. Founder, Mr. Co-founder of the run, Mike McCoy. I know every year it's, all right, I'm just rubbing his shoulders a little bit because I know he's got a check for us here. And Terry Wade, thank you, and all of you wonderful people. Tell us something about the run.
The run was fine. The weather was, we ran in everything from rain to sun to heat to cool. It was a varied run, a good time.
Great time. How about you, Terry? How about your response?
It was over 100 degrees when we started from Memphis, and gradually as we went north, it got colder. But actually, it went real smooth, and we were real happy with the way it went.
So what was the best team, the gold team or the blue team?
There's only one team.
Well, all right. Give us some numbers, Michael.
Terry and I are proud to announce that the only team, the St. Jude Memphis to Peoria run team, this year raised $175,839.
Woo! Woo! $175,893. Wow. Well, tell us about some of those other runs now and combine them.
Well, if you combine Canton, LaSalle, Peru, Galesburg, Bloomington, Lincoln, and Tri-County to the Memphis to Peoria run, that brings a 1993 total to $240,649.
$240,000 in 12 years. 12 years, wow. Woo. No, well, this year. Now the total for 12 years. Now, I know you got the number, don't look at me. The total for 12 years.
All the runs combined for 12 years have raised $1,830,181.
Wow, isn't that great? Woo! Joe, how come Joe's out there? Joe, you come over here. There's a young man who came all the way, former Peorian, who came all the way back from Phoenix just to run with the guys from Carroll all the way back to Peoria. Joe, we appreciate your doing this, and why?
It's a pleasure, Jim. It's for the kids. And we have a lot of work to do yet. We've made a lot of progress, but we've got a long way to go. We're going to be there until it's done.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for coming back home. And folks, ladies and gentlemen, I hope all of you appreciate the 485 miles of heat and blisters and sore muscles and all that these young people have gone through so that children can walk, the children who are afflicted with this terrible cancer disease. If they can do that, you can certainly pick up that phone right now and make those and contribute something in an effort to help eradicate this terrible, terrible disease. We love all of you. We really do. And you back here too, Shirley, and all of you. We think you're the greatest, and next year, bigger and better?
Of course.
All right, let's hear it one more time for the runners. Let's hear it. Get them up there. You bet. Total? Oh, wait, Michael? All right. All right. Come on up here. Now. No. You want to read the number? All right. Mike Steinberg, total number 4. Let's hear it. Roll that total, please.
$728,341. Good job, guys. Good job.
Wow. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful. Thank you, guys. Thank you. These kids are fighting for their lives. I'll tell you one thing, they're the bravest, most courageous people that ever walked. Don't Give Up by Peter Gabriel is our next song. Listen to that and make those phones ring, please.
Bye, everybody.
13 years they've been giving of themselves for this wonderful cause in the battle against childhood cancer. Milestone year. Sometime Saturday night when we come back to the telethon, I believe they're going to announce now that they will have raised over $2 million.
Anna, for at least a few hours, Elvis's daughter is not the news here. Central Illinois is. For the 13th straight year, the St. Jude runners took off from Memphis, heading to Peoria. They'll be running day and night before arriving at the Peoria Civic Center Saturday evening in time for the telethon. This is a big fundraiser, and it has been for all 13 years, but it's a bit of a first this year. Amy McClellan is the first patient who will at least start out on the run running and then go along for the rest of the trip.
You know, I don't quite have enough endurance to really run. I'm here mainly for emotional and supportive measures than actual physical running measures.
We'll keep you up to date on Amy's progress, also on the progress of the runners as they head for Peoria this week. And tonight at 6, Lee Hall takes you behind the scenes of the St. Jude Run. In Memphis, Mike Dimmick, live at 5.
Thanks, Uli. We're outside the Civic Center, a big crowd out here awaiting the arrival of the St. Jude runners. This is the 13th year that they have run from Memphis to Peoria, but there are definitely some firsts. First of all, I don't think there's ever been weather like this to greet them. No humidity, low temperatures, beautiful to run in. Another first, a patient. Amy McClellan was along for the run, didn't do so much running, but was basically a cheerleader along the way. And we're going to talk to some of the runners as soon as they get in. You can hear in the distance the sirens as they're greeting them. One of the sponsors, the sponsor, Mike Steinberg of Smith Barney, joins us. Talk about this run, what's involved into a huge multi-$1,000 fundraiser. How did it start?
The run started 13 years ago. Smith Barney and his predecessor firms became involved 10 years ago. And took them the first 10 years to get to $1 million. And with some luck and effort, this year they'll get to the second million in 3 years. So it's really a major event. It takes a year to organize and plan this thing.
All right, Mike, you're looking down Fulton right now as you see the runners coming in. They changed their route, at least in town, just a little bit this year. They came down Main Street, then swung over on Jefferson, and now coming back up on Fulton. You can hear the big crowd joining them. Some of the people, we mentioned the Memphis part of the run, and of course the main part of this run is from Memphis to Peoria, but Mike, one of the other things that's developed over the years is we now have people running from Canton and LaSalle, Peru, Galesburg, Bloomington, Lincoln, and Tri-County.
Yeah, we call those the satellite run. The big run is the 465-mile shot from Memphis to Peoria, but we're grateful to all the runners. There's 68 Memphis to Peoria runners.
All right, we're going to stand aside and let you watch as the St. Jude runners come home. All right, Mike McCoy is with us. If you have followed the run over the years, He has been here for all 13. We were just talking about, have you ever seen a greeting like this? Not just from the crowd, but from the weather.
Oh, this is exciting. This is excellent. This is the best we've ever had. It's nice to be back. We saw all kinds of weather, rain, hot, but coming into this is really nice.
Tell us some stories of the road, things you're going to remember about this run.
The people and why they do it. They do it for St. Jude. They do it for the kids. For the people.
This started 13 years ago. I think, what, you had maybe a couple dozen runners start out. How many went this time?
We had 21 runners the first year, and this year we had 70 people that went to Memphis. And altogether, I think there's probably 200 or some people involved, including the auxiliary runs.
All right. Looked like a big crowd of runners coming down Main Street.
We had a great time. It's good. For a great cause. Thanks to people like Mike Steinberg and Smith Barney who allow this event to go along with no expenses, and St. Jude then benefits because they get every penny that this event raises, and that's the most important thing.
One of the things Mike and I were talking about, as a matter of fact, right before you guys ran up, is in fundraising capabilities, it took you how many years to raise $1 million?
It took us 9 to raise the first million. Didn't take us 9 to raise the second.
Took about 3.
Took about 3.
I think that's
4.
a tip.
Took about 4.
Probably yelling at the truck right now to shut up and not give away any more secret. So the goal is $1 million run down the line.
The goal is just to raise money for St. Jude, and if we could make this $1 million a year event, nobody would be happier than all these people right here.
All right. Well, we wish we could congratulate everybody. We'll just tell everybody congratulations. We're glad you're home, and our thanks to all the mics. Well, the St. Jude runners are home. They're going to go inside, get a rest, and Terry, wait, let's bring Terry in here, because Terry is also one of the leaders of this pack. What was it like out there?
At times it was real hot. It was about 85 degrees with about 98% humidity. At other times it was about 40 degrees. So you had a combination of weather. Rain.
You can't say Central Illinois didn't come through for you, though, in terms of weather. It's been a great greeting, I would imagine.
This morning it was great. When we left Decatur at 6 in the morning, I don't know exactly what the temperature was, but it was great running weather.
Yeah. All right. Terry, welcome home.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on the run.
Great job.
Again, the St. Jude runners are home. They're going to get inside, get some rest. Some of them are going to work the phones. And then a little bit later in the telethon, we'll tell you just exactly how much money they did raise. Now let's go back inside.
Roof is down below with a big group of people.
Well, here we are. Here's a moment that several hundred people have waited for, because this is now the climatic total of the entire runs, and certainly now the Memphis to Peoria run. After about 37 years of doing work for St. Jude, I don't recall at any time when I've been more exhilarated, more happy than I've been during this past week, when I spent about 2.5 days with the runners on their trip back from Memphis. To see the pain and the suffering and the comradeship and all of the dedication that these people put in for the youngsters in this battle against childhood cancer. There's hardly any way I can express it except to say, man, you're stuck with me, because I'm going to be there again next year. The founder, don't be laughing back here, all you guys. The founder, along with Gene Pratt of the run 13 years ago. Mike, tell us a little bit about the trip.
It was a good trip, Jim. I think we had a variable weather along the way. It rained, it was sunny, it was hot, it was cold last night. It was a good trip.
Any experiences along the way?
The whole trip, is experience.
I guess it's an experience working with McCoy. That's what he's really saying. No, we kid Mike a lot, but Michael, your intense dedication to this cause and keeping everybody on schedule all means a great deal. And I know sometimes few people, like even me, get a little ticked off, but that's what it takes when you're that kind of a leader. We appreciate you. Terry Wade, co-chairman, I know there's been a number of people, we're going to hear from the Smith Barney folks in just a moment, a number of people who provided a lot of goodies and things for this trip, right?
Right, and we'd like to take this opportunity to thank these sponsors, because without them, the run wouldn't be as smooth running as it is. And that's Smith Barney, S&K Chevrolet, Pepsi, Party Time Ice, 7-Up, Methodist, Frito-Lay, Kroger, and Ideal Troy. And we'd also like to take this time to especially thank our cooks who go along with us, and they do a lot of work that goes behind the scenes, and that's Rich and Ruth Van Briani, George Barish, Shirley Davis, Jim Barkley, who provides the ice, and Dean McCoy. Thank you.
Hey, runners, did they do good by your runners? You bet. Wow. Woo. Come over here. It's over here, Terry. Well, a run like this, which costs several thousands of dollars to put on, couldn't be done without a major corporate sponsor. Mike Steinberg of Smith Barney became their major sponsor, I believe, 9 or 10 years ago. And this year we have Mike with us, and we have Doug Cheney. And I believe your contribution this year was?
$20,000.
$20,000 from Smith Barney.
As a part of community investment campaign, we want to give back to the community, so we were able to increase that this year.
Michael, I know why you've done it all these years. Good friend, you want to tell them one more time why?
This is, the runners are an entity unto themselves. They don't ask for anything. They just go out and give everything they've got to run from Memphis to Peoria, 465 miles in grueling heat. This year, cold, rain, sun. They're an amazing group of people, and we're just proud to be a part of it, and we hope we can continue to do the same under the current direction of the Smith Barney office.
Mr. Cheney, we have a contract for the next 10 years.
We'll be involved, Jim. As long as there's a need, we'll be here.
I wish we could recognize all of the runners individually. I wish we could, but, you know, time doesn't allow us. You know why you've run. I know why you've run. And I'm sure that your rewards will come in the satisfaction in knowing that you're really contributing to the battle against childhood cancer. I wish every kid that we know could thank you, as Amy did in Carbondale and so forth. But all right, the big moment, dollars.
I'm pleased to announce that this group of Memphis to Peoria runners right here raised $182,044.
All right. That standing ovation was what it was truly meant to be. Thanks. Now let's hear some more.
If you combine that total with what the auxiliary runs brought in, that means in 1994, all the St. Jude runs together, a combined total of $265,208.
$265,008. Woo! To all my gold team and blue team members, that's an inside joke for all of you there. Ooh, you look pretty good, all gussied up there, Mr. Hall. Tennis shoes and all, they look great. I hope and pray that we see each other next year. You got my commitment. I'm going to be with you. And whether McCoy likes it or not, but I'm going to be there with you. But now he does. I don't know how we can adequately thank all of these wonderful people. To see them running at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, mile after mile after mile, asking for nothing but to go on and accomplish their goal. What a thrill. What a thrill. Now, the total, over 13 years now, right? You're holding out on me.
The grand total after 13 years is $2,095,389.
Yeah! Come on, let's give him another standing ovation. Yeah, let's hear it out there. Woo! $2 million by the runners. Let me tell you now, that's $2 million bottom line. That doesn't, they've already earned their expenses throughout all of these years. They've earned it through events and so forth. That's $2 million solid dollars $2 million solid dollars into the battle against childhood cancer. Well, let's see what this does to our total. What do you say? Who wants to read the total? Mr. Steinberg, you want to read the total? Mr. Cheney, would you like to read the total? Watch the monitor. Move over here. Move over. Let's see the monitor.
$892,698.
Before Steve Shaw fires me, we better go to a tape called Lullaby, put out by the Trout Fishing in America. We love you all. Hey, Terry, you should remember
It was a
this
morning
one
of
very
smiles and cheers, prayers and tears. The departure for the 14th St. Jude Memphis to Peoria run had a lot of the old familiarities, but it also had a few new faces and a few new tears. Fellow runner and cancer patient 19 years ago, Les Chambers will miss what would have been his 12th run. After treatment offered him 19 years of cancer-free living, he has recently been diagnosed with a tumor in his lung.
He's been our hero for a long time. And he's really going. He might not be going in body, but he's with all of us.
It's a morning I wouldn't miss whether I was going or not going.
Les Chambers is a hero to so many, his friends, wife, and children, and the kids of St. Jude, just as are all the runners who raise thousands of dollars for their fight against cancer.
Well, the runners' farewell party shows just how much these men and women are admired. I'm sure most everyone would agree that the true heroes in this story are the St. Jude kids.
6-year-old Michael Hempy knows the painful acceptance of treatment and the glorious sound of the word remission.
He's a lot braver than I think I would be. He is very brave, and they put up with a lot of stuff, and he does really well.
As Michael's daddy is ready to depart for his first run, even at the young age of 6, Michael can only smile with admiration to know his dad is now one of the running heroes. Denise Heilman, News 25 at 6.
Good evening from Memphis. A 14-year tradition got off to a non-traditional start. The runners have left temporary tracks here in Memphis for all these years, and now a permanent tribute to them and all the people of the St. Jude Midwest affiliate in Peoria. The St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis is dedicating a special plaque in honor of Peoria's affiliate and its founder, Jim Maloof. The plaque will hang in the Memphis boardroom.
It's amazing what a small community can do, whether it be the board of directors of ALSAC or it be the board of the affiliate in Peoria. Miracles can come true.
All of us are but instruments. All of us are but instruments given to us by our Maker to use the talents that we have in some way. I guess my role was to recruit all of you who have done so much. We are a prime example of what caring for the least of these, his children, is all about.
A touching send-off for the 85 St. Jude runners and 2 bus loads from Peoria here to see them. Runners like News 25's Lee Hall and patients Susan Schmidt and Eric Lavachek who got all their treatment in Peoria.
As I see all those kids and think of they're going through it actually a lot more than I had to go through, it just makes you want to try even harder.
This year was, my first year off of treatment, so I wanted to give something back to St. Jude.
The journey ahead, long, hard, and lucrative. The runners have raised more than $2 million for St. Jude over the years. Saturday night, they'll boost that total and boost the chances of finding a cure for childhood cancer. In Memphis, Kelly Morgan, News 25.
I think somebody's getting back into town.
All right, we are back outside the Peoria Civic Center, actually standing on the street, on Fulton Street this time, as opposed to other years. An awful lot of people believe that we saved the best part of the telethon for, well, about the first half hour, and that's this right now. The entrance of the St. Jude Runners, who have been running from Memphis every year since 1982. There are also other races since then that have started. Not everyone wants to do the Memphis to Peoria, so they also have been going from